All throughout human history, there have been a handful of individuals seemingly possessing the ability to not only predict the future, but to potentially have caused a change to our world in ways unimaginable at the time. Some of these individuals have claimed they've travelled to the future, revealing details about how our planet looks, what happens to the human race, and how the future may not look all that bright for us humans. Various people have made predictions in the past, some of which they were mocked for as they sounded too fantastical or just outright bizarre. But those who have researched these cases have said that some of these predictions actually came true. Scientists have said that there's no proof of time travelers, and anyone who tells a story of time travel is just making it up. Regardless, there's those that have claimed to have travelled to the future, and some stories are eerily similar to events that are playing out at the moment. One person shared their time travel story saying they travelled to the year 2030. They said the following: "I can't give specific details about my work, but I was able to travel forward in time due to my job. My whole life I've been dedicated to my job. I have no partner or children, and it allows me to focus all my attention on my career. This also means that when risky situations come up at work, I will happily put myself forward. After all, I have nothing to lose. The classified program I was a part of gave me and several other employees the opportunity to travel forward in time. I don't expect to win everyone over with my experience. I just want to tell people what I saw. The year 2030 will not be a utopia. It will be an interesting year that will cause even more divide than what's happening right now. The vast majority of people will not own anything by the time 2030 comes around. The majority of the population will begin to rely on their state, and this is exactly what they wanted, as it means all those individuals will have lost any power they once had. One of the first questions you might have then is, how would this ever happen? There's no way people would just sit back and accept something like this. The reason behind why this plays out so perfectly for them is because they will sell it to you as though it benefits you, when in reality the only people benefiting from this will be the people at the top. By the time this year comes around, the majority of people will own nothing. How this works is that people will rent things from the state. You will have the opportunity to rid yourself of debt and things you can't pay off. What this means is that you will be a free human, or at least this is how they want to sell it to you. What it actually means is that you will be under control of the state. Whether you will admit it or not, they will own you in everything that you do in your life. They will sell this that there's a lot of pros for you in that this is an opportunity you should take. But be warned, once you sign over this deal, there's no turning back. You are essentially signing your life over to them and will become 100% dependent upon the government. I'm still torn about the experience. The human brain is a very complex thing, and it's no secret that we have devices and ways that mess with it. I know this because I've taken things and have experimented on people. These classified projects are still happening. We have the technology to do this without having someone directly in front of us. We can use this tech from afar and watch as the side effects play out. I understand if people don't believe me, but one thing you can guarantee is that this plan is playing out right before your eyes. One of the reasons why people don't see this is because they're not selling it as I've stated it. They will sell it to you as if it benefits you." End quote. What's interesting about these statements is that this person isn't the first one to come forward with this idea, and many who have read these kinds of statements have said they don't sound too far-fetched. Others in the post have warned us about what the future looks like, and that governments will come together and essentially rule over our lives. There's those that buy into these theories and others that say they're just made up, and that the government has never done anything bad to us, and that they should be trusted. There's others though that have said the idea of time travel is possible. Though evidence of this being able to occur in our universe is yet to be proven, according to the efforts made in understanding gravitational waves and warping of space and time, Einstein came across a strange revelation when it came to understanding the nature of the distance in the universe. It was originally believed in classical physics that the shortest possible distance between 2 points was that of a straight line drawn between both points. However, Einstein challenged this idea by noting that the very fabric of space and time could warp and bend, meaning that the shortest distance between 2 points is rather the 2 points being directly folded on top of each other. His analogy was often compared to a worm and an apple. Rather than going around the surface of the apple to get to the other side, the worm could burrow through the apple, creating a hole in the surface and appearing directly on the other side. It's of no surprise then that this theoretical tear through the fabric of space and time is referred to that of a wormhole. This means that if properly achieved, movement across the universe could be shortened to something known as an instantaneous transportation. This means that rather than travelling any distance whatsoever, theoretically one would have travelled no distance at all, seemingly appearing at their desired location any distance across the universe. Once the mechanisms for how such a movement is achieved, it would be possible that to travel between planets, we would not even have to exit the atmosphere to appear on the other side of the universe. So what do you make of this person's claims? And that by the year 2030 the vast majority of people will own nothing? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.